Welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. In today's video, it's going down. So I don't know what's the problem with this car, guys. It's making me struggle real time. It's giving me tough time. So yesterday I was planning to change my cam sensor. Not planning, but I did change the cam sensor. Due to what reason, I don't know, but the cam sensor kept on failing. If I'm not mistaken, I might have changed the cam sensor close to 3 to 4 times. But I don't know what's the cause of the car always damaging or always wearing out the cam sensor quickly in this time. So let's see what's happening. So as you can see, I was now working on the top. So I had to loosen the nut so that I can check out what is it that's causing the oil liquid to leak, only to find out that it might have leaked or it might have spilled over the time we were changing its oil. So I don't think it's a problem. So now we are going to move on. So let me just tell you a brief story about, or a brief explanation about your cam sensor unit. There is no car which doesn't operate or which doesn't function or which doesn't drive without having a cam sensor unit. They may differ in shape, size, or let's say durability. But one thing you must know about your cam sensor: if your vehicle does not have a cam sensor, it is impossible for your vehicle to drive, because the cam sensor senses your camshaft, your crankshaft, and your engine speed revolution. So as you can see, that is the cam sensor in which I'm talking about. So that's the new one. I'm going to show you the old one. So okay, let's move on. While moving on, it took me time for me to dismantle the cam sensor from the camshaft, from the gearbox underneath. You will see while the video is playing. The reason I say it's difficult is because the reason you have seen the car being jacked up, I have to make sure that I have space of leg room under the car so that I can be able to go underneath the vehicle. And what we are doing there is we are loosening the nut on the cam sensor unit so that I can be able to replace it with the new one. Okay, let's move on. So while moving on, one thing you must know is that the reason I said your engine cannot function without your cam sensor unit is because the oil passes through there. As you can see, your cam sensor unit has oil on it to show that it is lubricated because of heat there. And do not ask yourself why some other people may call it a cam sensor unit and a crankshaft sensor unit. It's the same thing, but a crankshaft is not the same thing as the camshaft, as the crankshaft connects your connecting rod with your piston. So, and your camshaft is the one which is responsible for the opening of your valves, the opening of everything which is concerning the valves. So one thing you must know is that they are both the same thing, as the crankshaft sensor unit and the camshaft sensor unit. There is only a way in which you can be able to detect that your cam sensor unit is failing your engine. So if it's failing, if you are cruising at high speed gears but at low speed, your car will be jacking. By jacking, it won't be cutting power, cutting off the ignition of the engine, but your car will be jacking. That's the main defection of the cam sensor unit if it is failing your engine. And please guys, one thing you must know: if your cam sensor unit is failing your engine, don't hesitate to replace it as soon as possible. That which you saw me removing up from the upside or from the top is my cam sensor unit from the top. So now I'll be inserting, or I'll be replacing the old one with the new one. So that's the old one versus the new one. As you can see, your camshaft or your crankshaft sensor unit, it has that line on it. The older one, it has some sort of line on it to show that it is sensing your crankshaft. So if it defaults or if it is failing, it won't be able to do its job. So be sure to make sure that you check it out and replace it if it's failing your vehicle. But don't replace it if it is not failing your engine's revolution. while I was telling you guys on how you can detect if your sensor unit is failing your engine's crankshaft or camshaft sensor unit revolution, is that if your cam sensor unit is failing, your rev counter is that line which shows in which revolution per minute by 1000 or by 100 you are revoluting per. It will be counting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going upwards. So your rev counter won't engage or won't correspond with your engine. The moment you ignite your engine won't correspond with your rev counter because the cam sensor unit will be failing. But with the moment you ignite your engine, your rev count should move from 0 to 1. When it moves from 1, but if your cam sensor unit is failing, your rev counter will move from 0 to 0. I know, 0 to 0. But after a while, it will move up. And when you are driving, your car may tend to cut, as in to cut power. It will no longer produce acceleration or whatever, but it will continue to brake. It is very, very important to replace your cam sensor unit every time if it is failing. And if your cam sensor is failing, it might happen that you ignite your vehicle and start moving without your cam sensor corresponding to your engine. After my cam sensor unit replacement, I then thought that no man, it's better I go and pour a full tank so that I can be able to clean my injectors by the injector cleaner. So your injector cleaner is the one which is responsible for cleaning and removing dirt on your injectors. Then from there, I have to tell you something before I end the video, which is after replacing your cam sensor unit, you must first remove your negative or positive terminal to reset your ECU for 5 minutes. After that, you can be able to put back the negative or positive terminal to the battery. Then your sensor unit will be replaced perfectly so. If there is something which if you want me to know, or you want to ask me, or you want me to do in my next video, let me know in the comment section. As from me to you guys, thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe.